Hello students, let's read the problem. And it says, a typical human red blood cell has a disc diameter of approximately 7.2 times 10 to the negative 6 meters. What is the diameter of a red blood cell in standard notation? So what are they asking me to do? Well, they want for me to find the standard notation, right, from the given scientific notation number. You see that? Okay, so keep that in mind. Standard notation is when you actually gonna come up with maybe, more than likely, lots of zeros, either to the right or to the left. But that's a standard notation. It's like the long number, right? In scientific notation is when you try to find a way to write down the same thing but using less digits or less numbers, right? Okay, so what about if we write down the number that is given to us? So we have 7.2 times 10 to the negative 6 power. Now, the very first thing that I'm going to ask you to do is look at the exponent that is here. Okay, that exponent, it's a negative exponent. Now, what comes to your mind if we think about a negative exponent? Well, we're going to think about a what? A decimal. Very good. Negative, I also think about what? Left. Okay, very good. So keep that in mind because when I work out the problem, that's going to be a huge help. Okay, so I'm going to write down my 7.2, and this is what it means. It means that I'm going to move 6 units to the left, okay, from where my decimal is. So this is my decimal here. Okay, so I'm going to move it how many times? 6 to the left. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm going to place the decimal right there. Now, I like to do the loops because for every loop, I will need to write down a 0 there. Is that right? So I'm going to write down zeros here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 5 zeros, right? So that's my answer. Okay? So again, I move the decimal 6 units to the left. Okay? So let's count it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I did move them to the left. So this will be my final answer. Okay? So my final answer will be, and I can write down a decimal before, a 0 before the decimal if you wish, right? It's up to you. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 zeros. And then that's 7 and the 2. This decimal disappears. Okay? That's the whole idea that we're doing. It moved to the left, therefore it's no longer between the 7 and the 2. And that's my answer. So let's look at the answer choices and tell me which one matches my answer. Yeah, be careful with the zeros, right? Make sure that you're counting correctly. And yeah, the answer should be letter A for us. Very good.